Thank you very much. The nominees know this. I'll make sure the people who are in attendance know it as well. All of the nominees at this table and Judge Maldonado before them were found well qualified by the American Bar Association. They go through close scrutiny before they arrive in this room and at this table. And I think it speaks well of you that those who have watched you in action as an attorney or as a judge have judged that you're well qualified for this promotion. That's a good starting point. So, Ms. Alexakis, tell us a little bit about your experience with the Civil Rights and Hate Crimes Coordination.
Thank you for that question, Senator. I served as the Civil Rights and Hate Crimes Program Coordinator at the U.S. Attorney's Office in Chicago for approximately 2 years, from 2019 through 2021. And I worked closely with law enforcement to both investigate potential civil rights abuses by law enforcement officials, but also to do community outreach with respect to hate crimes, and to do extensive community outreach, both primarily at the time to interfaith religious groups, to communicate to them the Department of Justice's commitment to ensuring the execution of hate crime laws that Congress has passed. And so I found myself in gyms, auditoriums, meeting rooms all around the Northern District of Illinois, speaking to various groups of faith, primarily Jewish groups, Christian groups, a Muslim and a Zoroastrian group located in the western suburbs of Chicago, to help them understand that the Department of Justice is committed to prosecuting hate crimes and to helping to broker connections between those community groups and law enforcement so that they knew where those resources could be found.
Thank you. Ms. Lanham, this global following of yours, would you like to explain it?
Senator, yes. I had the tremendous privilege of growing up in Bangkok, Thailand, because my father's work took us there. I was able to attend an international school with students of more than 53 nationalities. And that experience has made me who I am today. There are many lessons that I learned as a part of that, including listening to find out where someone is coming from before I even start to form conclusions about who they are. Connecting with people on a human level, because we all have more inside that is common about us than different, but also the tremendous strength that diversity brings. And so with those lessons, I hope to employ them both in my courtroom and my chambers if I am so fortunate to be confirmed.
Judge Martinez, I guess as practicing attorneys, many of us reach our own judgment about the temperament and skills of the sitting judges we appear before. You've been on both sides of the bench now. What's your observation on the temperament of judges?
Thank you, Chair Durbin. My observation is that the temperament of the judge sets the tone for the courtroom, and it's fundamentally important that when a judge is in the courtroom, that they are respectful, that they carry themselves in a dignified manner, that they give the parties an opportunity to be heard, because parties may not always leave agreeing with the court's ruling, but it's imperative that they feel that they had a fair opportunity to air their grievances and to be heard. And for those reasons, it's just fundamental that judges give the parties that chance.
Thank you. Ms. Sooknanan, I was struck by the notes given to me for this hearing that you came to the United States at the age of 16.
That's right, Senator.
That's a pretty bold adventure for a 16-year-old. Did you have family here that you visited with or lived with?
Senator, I applied to college and was fortunate to receive a scholarship from St. Francis College in Brooklyn Heights, and so I set out on a journey that I did not think would end here.
And when did your naturalization take place?
I was naturalized as a citizen in 2009, Senator.
I see. So you will have responsibility for naturalization ceremonies when you ascend to the bench, and I hope you do. What do you want to leave as your message to these young people coming to the United States?
Senator, I still vividly remember my naturalization ceremony, which Judge Irizarry presided over in the Eastern District of New York. And as I said in my introduction, I was really blessed to be able to clerk in that very courthouse. The message I would give to people is that anything is possible in this country. I mean, I'm so fortunate to have had the opportunities I have had, starting off in college and leading to this day. And I think this country, the opportunities that it provides, it's really amazing. I think only in America can someone walk the path I have walked and be sitting here today before the Senate Judiciary Committee as a nominee to the federal bench. I think my life is an example of that. And if I am fortunate to be confirmed, presiding over naturalization ceremonies would, be at the top of the list of things that I would be really honored to do.
Well, I often recall when I have the privilege of being asked to speak at these ceremonies, I always mention the fact that my mother was a naturalized citizen and her son turned out to be a full-time government employee. So I warn them that the child on their lap may end up being senator one day if they're not careful. Thank you very much, Judge Kennedy, Senator Kennedy.